Please welcome Tom Hanks, ladies and gentlemen.
It's hard to think of a Hollywood star more beloved than Tom Hanks.
And your choice for favorite dramatic actor, movie actor, is
Tom Hanks!
Whether he's Saving Private Ryan or Saving a Crashing Airplane, Tom Hanks is always a comforting presence in the movies. You know nothing too bad is going to happen when he's around.
Shut up, Bill. Wild Bill Paxton.
Hanks skillfully transitioned from sitcom actor to movie comedian, then dramatic acting, winning the Academy Award for Best Actor in both 1993 and 94.
Thank you, I feel great.
While scandals have tarnished the legacy of some of the biggest stars of the 80s and 90s, Hanks has maintained a positive image, presenting himself as a thoughtful, good-humored, salt-of-the-earth type, who just happens to be a famous billionaire.
Take a look at these photos posted on Reddit. A fan met Hanks at a diner and took these epic shots wearing Tom Hanks' glasses and pretending to be passed out drunk.
He's probably the only movie star you'd be fine with dating your grandmother.
I want people to buy me fucking book.
We are so sorry.
I have never done that before. I would apologize to the kids in America that are watching this right now.
So it's interesting to look back on earlier in his career, when he wasn't quite so beloved. A couple film critics in particular, who will remain nameless, really had a hard-on for dogging Hanks.
And Tom Hanks isn't particularly compelling as her friend. He tries to do sort of a Bill Murray impersonation through much of this movie. He's not that charismatic.
And in Bachelor Party, Tom Hanks regularly takes center stage and seemingly ad-libs a few jokes. Hanks is okay in small doses. I couldn't care what happened to Tom Hanks in this picture. Tom Hanks, a second-rate Bill Murray, in my opinion.
Man, what was Tom Hanks doing to make the critics hate him so much? Oh, right. When the Academy does their eventual memorial to Hanks, you can expect to see clips from Forrest Gump and Captain Phillips, even Splash, but I wouldn't expect to see anything from The Money Pit. Released the same year as the much-maligned Howard the Duck, The Money Pit had a promising pedigree. Presented by Steven Spielberg, shot by the Godfather cinematographer Gordon Willis, and starring Shelley Long at the height of her Cheers fame. Tom Hanks must have been thinking, this is it. This is the one I'll be remembered for. I feel bad saying this, but one of the main problems with The Money Pit is Hanks. Well, maybe not Hanks himself, but his character. He's kind of a bum.
And we're broke. We're doomed. Homeless, pitiless, doomed.
Hanks and Shelley Long play a young couple in love. She's a musician in an orchestra, and he's some kind of entertainment lawyer. Despite the fact they evidently have full-time jobs, they've been squatting in her ex-husband's apartment, living rent-free, taking advantage of his palatial home.
Oh my God, you're still here?
One day, Hanks and Shelley are interrupted when Yakov Smirnoff shows up to let them know the ex-husband is coming home, so they'll have to find their own place to live now. The ex-husband is played by the die-hard terrorist. He's Russian, so I guess the audience is supposed to hate him? But I don't know, he seems like a pretty nice guy. I mean, he let his ex-wife and her deadbeat lover stay in his home for 6 months for free. What, was he supposed to let them live there forever?
And we're broke. We're doomed. Homeless, pitiless, doomed.
So Shelley and Hanks decide, alright, we'll buy a house of our own. Only problem is, Hanks has no money, so he has to go mooch $200,000 off some rock star kid.
I want you to loan me $200,000 in cash.
No.
Betty! I need that money and you are going to loan it to me!
What a fucking leech. I have a feeling test audiences were uncomfortable with Tom Hanks playing such a spoiled, entitled cheapskate, because the movie opens with a confusing, poorly shot scene that attempts to downplay Hanks' financial irresponsibility.
He steals the money, I get the bills.
According to the opening scene, Tom Hanks' father stole millions of dollars and skipped the country, and now Tom Hanks has to pay it all back. That's why he's so broke. It isn't his fault. Blame the parents. There isn't a lot of background information available on The Money Pit, but this looks suspiciously like a last-minute reshoot. It's just a close-up of hands that obviously aren't Hanks or Shelley's holding a postcard. The dubbed-over dialogue sounds rushed, as if Hanks and Shelley recorded it separately, in between takes on bigger and better films. Anyway, they buy a house in the country that's a bit of a fixer-upper. See the door falling off the hinge? I hope you thought that was funny, because the next hour of the movie is variations of that same joke. Everything in the house is broken. The stairs, the bathtub. The kitchen gets possessed by a poltergeist and shoots a turkey out of the oven. By the 30-minute mark, the money pit has already shot its load. How many more times does the audience want to watch stuff fall apart? And never once does this joke catch you off guard. The movie telegraphs everything that's going to happen. You always know when something is going to break or the roof will leak. The Money Pit wasn't a huge hit, but far from a bomb. Despite a near-universal thrashing from critics, it grossed close to $40 million, which was pretty good for 1986. I mean, that's certainly much better than John Carpenter's masterpiece, Big Trouble in Little China, which grossed a piddly $11 million. At the drive-in, The Money Pit played as the supporting feature for Howard the Duck.
I think it would have been possible for Howard to maybe have worked if only they'd started with a funny, likable duck in a comedy.
That double feature has to be 1986's biggest fuck you to the critics. I can only imagine Gene and Roger, crammed into a tiny car, forced to endure this screening. Who knows? Maybe on second viewing, they'll realize Howard the Duck is actually pretty good.
I love The Money Pit. That is my answer to that statement.
Shenanigans. It's been a lot of fun, shenanigans. But now we've got to run. It's funny how the minutes seem to fly.